Good morning. Happy Monday. Hello, hello, hello. Just going to hang for a second. Welcome to day 5 of 31 Days of Spirit. And it is Monday. I love Mondays. They're one of my favorite days of the week. So we'll see who is around this morning. I know a lot of people are at work right now. So we'll see who shows. Otherwise, you just got to catch up in the replay. There we go. Say hello. I see some people popping on. Say hello in the comments. We are going to do some naughty spirit cards today. Happy Monday. Hello, hello. Good morning, ladies. There we go. Now we got some people coming on. A little bit of a delay. Monday morning. Full moon week. Mercury is in retrograde. Lots happening. Oh, I should put that in here, actually. I should put this in here for you guys. Gather around. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. All right. If you are planning on joining me for tomorrow night is our first holiday clearing, and we're going to do a bunch of clearing around family because I know that can be a trigger for people. And then Wednesday night, we have our last full moon clearing of the year. Isn't that weird? Last full moon clearing on Wednesday night. So remember, with the full moon clearings, we're shifting that program a little bit. Right now through December, you can get signed up for the subscription for $17 a month. Once we hit the new year, it goes up to $22 a month. Okay, both worth it, but save yourself a few bucks and get locked into that $17 rate. You can always cancel that. I never have an issue with that kind of thing on subscriptions. You'll go to the new rate if you re-sign up, but we wanted to keep it at that $17 through the end of the year. Okay. So that's for Wednesday night. We do that on the full moon each month or within a day or two of the full moon. And tomorrow night, we have our energy clearing session on family. Okay. So get your butt signed up for that. And if you can't make it tomorrow night, but you still want to do the clearing, it will be recorded. Okay. Same with full moon ceremonies. Those are always recorded as well. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So I thought we would start off the week with some card pulls. And I wanted to show you. So most of you that know me, there's some new people, of course, that we always get. But a lot of you know me and you know about my Naughty Spirit deck, one of my favorite decks, bestseller. Super fun, super funny. If you are not into swear words, you will not like this deck. Watch the small ears around you this morning. And I created this deck. So first I created my Wonderment deck, which was my first deck I ever created. And I was sitting, I remember specifically in my front yard with Kay, is the designer who created that deck with me. And we were laughing because I was like, oh, I really should do a naughty deck too, like the opposite side of it, because sometimes you get a little snotty and you get a little dramatic and you get a little like you don't want to listen. And I thought it'd be fun to do a deck that could still get through to you even when you're feeling like that, right? And so it took me many years. And then me and Angela started working together. And I was like, all right, Angela, it's time. It's time to do the naughty deck. And it only took 2 weeks from the start of our conversation that it was time until I had them at my door printed. And we were going through hundreds of pictures trying to find the right photo for Naughty Spirit. Now I'm looking for a real live dude to be Naughty Spirit. So if anyone knows anyone that looks like this, send them my way. Um, and because wouldn't that be funny to have like the real dude? And we laughed so hard. And I didn't show anyone any photos. I didn't tell anyone we were doing it. Eli knew because he lives with me, and I wouldn't show him anything. And oh my God, we laughed because there were some of those photos that were so funny. And I was like, oh, we can't do that. Like, we can't do that. And then we found this dude who, of course, is the perfect Naughty Spirit. And when the cards came, I was opening them, and Eli saw them, and he started going through them. And he said, oh my God, now I see why you two girls were cackling like witches. And people are either going to completely love them or completely hate them, which is true. You either super are in on the Naughty Spirit or you're not really in on the Naughty Spirit. And they crack me up. And even when I'm crabby and pissy and drama and like just in a bad mood or something, that is why I have these cards. Because when I pull them, they still make me laugh, still to this day. And then last year, we created the Naughty Spirit calendar, which was just as fun. We have 365 different sayings. So we did not repeat one time in 1 year. Okay. And so because I know a lot of you have kids at home and stuff, this is today's message for December 5th. Right? Isn't that true? Right? And with the calendar, what I love about it is there's not one repeating message. And the funny story with the calendar, when we were creating it, and we had 5 different people with eyes on it, because Angela and I, we completely own that we're not great at details. And so we had Nikki in on it, and Nikki had another friend who's really detail oriented. And so we were editing it and doing all the stuff and looking through it. And the night before it went to the printers, Angela is desperately texting me 11 o'clock at night, my time. And I'm like, well, who is texting me so late? And she's like, there's no July. There's no July. July is missing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she goes, the whole month of July is missing. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I don't know how we did it. Seriously, 5 different people with eyeballs on this calendar. And we had completely missed the month of July. And so 11 o'clock at night, I am like, okay, Naughty Spirit, come through. And I really think July is some of the best sayings that there are because it came through in like 10 minutes. And so we had fun with that. And then, of course, we needed to create our Power Up Spray, Naughty Spirit Power Spray. I use this a lot if I don't want to sage or something. It's got a really, it's got kind of a calming smell. It's a little bit citrusy. It's a little bit, I just think it's a smooth smell. I don't know how else to explain it. It's got a little pine in it. It's got a little orange in it. It's got the clearing side of things, all of that kind of stuff. And so I really like it for room spray, clearing spray in between clients, things like that. So we have the Naughty spray as well. And we also created, because I am a bath girl, and we created our Lighten Up bath salts. And these are peppermint because, of course, they got to be spicy. So we have our bath salts. And what we decided to do, Nikki was here last weekend for our show that we did online, our little sales that we did online. And check out this bundle we created because I freaking love it. So first of all, you get this super cute black box because everything Naughty Spirit is black and white, right? And we have a sparkly marker to write the address and everything on. And then we have really special seals. They're not here yet. My stickers weren't here yet, so I can't show you the very cool seal that Angela created. Because who doesn't like great packaging, right? And then you open it up, and it's got the white and the silver little crinkle papers. And then it's got the calendar underneath. That's got the cards. It's got the bath salts, and it's got the spray. Is that not the cutest freaking little bundle? Isn't that cute? For a Christmas gift, birthday gift, any kind of gift. Isn't that darling? I love it. I think it's so cute. Nikki told me we have to have better packaging, so we're working on that. But I freaking love this. I thought it was so cute. So again, they get the full calendar, they get the deck of cards, they get the full bath salts, and then one of our room sprays. And so those are $55. Okay, and it includes everything. So it's a discount off the regular price if you bought everything individually. And so if anyone wants those, I'll be heading to the post office tomorrow, and just let me know. Okay, and I'm going to put ordered here. I'll just put it up here. There we go. If you want to order one of them, you can just use that link that I just posted. But seriously, aren't they cute? I think they're darling. Okay, so that is a great gift. If you have someone that has everything, you don't know what to get them. Also, the people that maybe already have the Naughty Spirit cards, but maybe they want all the rest of the stuff and they want the bundle, you can switch the card decks out for one of my other decks. Like several of you don't have the new deck yet, the Moon deck. And so if you wanted to switch that out because you already have the Naughty deck, you certainly can do that too. Okay. All right. So do you guys like them? Let me know. I have no comments about my pretty packaging. Isn't it cute? Come on. I'm totally asking for, like, isn't that darling? I love it. I think it's cute. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure we are going and open here. All right. So today, there we go. Now I'm like, really not anyone has comment how damn cute they are. I think they're darling. Okay. So that's the Naughty Spirit bundle. Okay. So those are brand new. I only have a few available at this moment. But if you have someone that's hard to buy for, highly recommend. One of my favorite stories about the Naughty Spirit stuff. I have this client, she's a little bit older, and I haven't seen her on live. But she told me that she had a bunch of friends that came over, and when she came over, she taught them all how to swear using the Naughty Spirit deck because none of them swore. And she said she sat there and they all learned how to swear by using the Naughty deck. I'm like, oh my God, that's not okay. Like, that's not okay. But it's one of my favorite stories ever that her and her neighborhood gals learned how to say the F word together at the kitchen table with the Naughty Spirit deck. Thought it was funny. You got it, Chris. Order one up and I will ship it out to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to have you guys. I know, I love that, Kathy. Kathy gave it to her counselor. I think that's great. I'm going to have you guys put your hands on your heart. And I'm going to have you just take a breath. And I'm going to have you think about something that you want a little insight on. Maybe it's a question. Maybe you just want to know what you need to know today. That's always kind of a fun question to ask when you're using Oracle cards. Maybe you have something you want a little information on, whatever it might be. It's actually a calendar, a deck, bath salts, and room spray, Kathy. Okay, so they get the bath salts, the room spray, the deck, and our calendar. Okay, and they're 55. Bundles are 55. Okay, so as you're asking your question, now I want you to ask which number between 1 and 5 is the answer to your question. Okay. So you're going to ask a question. What do I need to know today? And then which number card goes with my question? 1 through 5. Yeah, you guys can order at any time, hon. Okay. Question and then your number. And yep, you can share your number online. You don't have to put your question online, but it's always fun to know. And then I will pick our cards for the day. There we go. All right, those of you just tuning in, we're just doing a card draw for the day. Hands on your heart, you're going to ask a question that you might want some insight on. What do I need to know today? Whatever you're guided to ask, and then pick a number between 1 and 5. Okay. So because of little ears, and I know several of my clients homeschool and stuff like that, I won't fully read the cards. Okay. All right. I will hold them up to the screen though. All right, card number 1. If you picked card number 1, I do like this card. If they go low, you rise. So that's about mindset. That's about attitude. That's about perspective. That's about reaction versus response. Is it worth a response? Usually no. That is about being in a higher vibration. Okay, that's card number 1. All right, if you picked card number 2, there's lots of 4s and 5s. If you picked card number 2, oh, this is a great message. So this message came through. I had a friend in high school. We dated for like a minute, and we reacquainted through Facebook several years ago when I was first starting my business. And I would get these great messages from him on the worst days. Like I would have it's really hard building a business. It's really hard being a single entrepreneur, like building a business that you don't know what the hell you're doing. And I would have these down days, and I would always get this email like, hey, don't quit. The world needs what you have. Hey, Spirit wants you to keep going. Like just these messages that you just wouldn't imagine coming out of this guy. And they would just pick me up. They were such great messages. And then it ended up that he got cancer and passed away. And he would come to my dreams all the time, like the first couple of years that he passed away. And it was so clear. He is probably the clearest spirit I've had that comes to my dreams. And I had a year that I was really trying to grow my business, and I would get to a certain spot and I would pull back. I'd get to a certain spot and I'd pull back. And Sunny was here and she was doing readings in a gallery one night. And I had a dream the night before that, was I chasing him? I think I was chasing him. And he finally turned around and he kind of pushed me to the side. And I was like, what the hell? And so I asked if he had a message. And she's like, yeah, when people kind of want to shake you with love and just kind of, get you back on track. She's like, yeah, he's not being very loving about it. And he's like, stop effing quitting on yourself. And such a good message to hear. And so I had it on my wall for years because I would self-sabotage. And so your card number 2 today is just stop quitting on yourself. Such a powerful message. That is a good message. So if you tend to quit on yourself or stop a little short or sabotage yourself or any of those kinds of things, write this down somewhere so you just stop quitting on yourself. Okay, that's card number 2. Card number 3. Wow. Money loves you. Of course it does. It's just energy, right? Money loves you. Number 3. That could be around investment. That could be savings. That card just jumped out. That could be around your worth. That could be around like Mercury in retrograde. I actually really like to look at a lot of the financial stuff and the files and the bank accounts and the savings. And I always have work to do on those pieces. So this time of year when there's retrograde and it's almost the end of the year and it's a new year starting and all that kind of stuff, I like to look at my money and look at what's working, what's not working. I got a new file cabinet, put some different files and be more organized, things like that, because that's been a challenge for me, like all those different things. So card number 3, where it's talking about your money, you might want to just do a little overview of it. Okay. Number 4, this one totally just jumped out of the deck. So I don't know what your questions are for number 4, because there were several of them. Okay. Oh, Karen, isn't that interesting? Interesting. Okay, here's number 4. Are you kidding me? Of course the answer is yes. So there are several 4s. I want to know if that makes sense for you guys. Okay, of course the answer is yes. Maybe you've been holding back. Maybe you're wondering if you should take that trip. Maybe you're wondering if you should do something new in the new year. Maybe you're wondering if it's time for new beginnings. Maybe it's about, if it was like, what do I need to know today? And the answer is yes. Maybe you need to start saying yes a little bit more. Sometimes people have to learn how to say no, but sometimes they have to learn how to say yes too. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Boy, these cards are just jumping today. Love it. All right, card number 5. Such a good card and such a good reminder, especially for us that get in our heads a lot. I do love this card. I love all the cards though. Stop sweating the small stuff. It's tiresome. You ever just kept telling the same story in your head over and over and over that you're even sick and tired of your own story? Or the little things, or the little worries that never come to surface, all of that kind of stuff. It's such wasted energy, right? Yes, Jacqueline, you are. Of course you are. All right, number 5, stop sweating the small stuff. It's tiresome. It drains your energy. So, Alyssa. So a great book, if you are someone who tends to sweat the small stuff, you're a worrier, you always are thinking about the worst case scenario, that kind of things, a really great book that you might want to check out is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. I was a huge worrier. Like I would make myself sick. I'd get headaches every day, like all that kind of stuff. Right. And I was 18 when I read that book, 18. And I wasn't all that knowledgeable at 18. I just really was naive about a lot of stuff. But for some reason, that book got in my hands. And I still today talk about that book because it's a small book. It's a Dale Carnegie book. And there was so many great tools in that book and so many little things. I still think about it in my head today, about some of the little things that shifted so I can just get myself out of that worry state, because that doesn't help in any way, shape, or form, right? And so How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. Great, great book. Okay. All right. So I'll review these. So number 1, they go low, you rise. And in today's world, sometimes you just gotta not pay attention to that stuff. Okay. Number 2, stop quitting on yourself. This is a big one, you guys. Big, 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 big. Let's stop doing this. That was such a life-changing message when I got that from my friend. Number 3, money loves you. Of course it does. Number 4, of course the answer is yes. Of course it is. And number 5, stop sweating the small stuff. It is tiresome. Love it. Okay. So those are our cards for the day. I love them. When you use Oracle cards, and I'll do some more card pulls down the road and stuff with other decks. But what I love about them is you can pick 1, you can pick 10, you can pick 5, you can pick 3. There's lots of different ways that you can use Oracle cards. A lot of my clients use them as a daily card pick. Some of my clients look at the calendar for the message and then they'll pick a card for the day. What I used to do, because I was developing my intuition at the time, was instead of picking my card in the morning, because I would get a card and then I would create my day from that card, I would set my intention in the morning, have my day, pick my card at night to see if it matched my day. Because intuitively I was kind of tuning into the energy of the day. Like that was something I was working on, is like, okay, what do I feel about today? Where do I want today to go? How do I want to respond to today? Like I was really working on that kind of energy. And so when I would pick the card at night, it was kind of cool because it would match what the energy was for the day. And it'd be like, oh, damn, that works. Like, that's cool. So you can use it as a tool that way too. Yeah, naughty spirit will always kick your ass. Always, always, always. Okay, so that is our cards for the day. Remember our beautiful bundle that we have. Isn't that cute? Wouldn't that be fun to open up from a friend? Okay, so remember that, my friends. And if you're new and you have questions on Naughty Spirit, a lot of my regular people know all about Naughty Spirit, but if you have questions on it, let me know. If you want to order a bundle or cards or anything, let me know that as well. Tomorrow, so today I got to run because I have oh my gosh, I have such a full day today. Holy cow, I am booked all day. And then I have a private class tonight. So tomorrow, what did I say? Tomorrow we're going to meet here for day 6 we're going to meet at 12:30 tomorrow Central. Okay. 12:30 Central for day 6 of 31 Days of Spirit. And then tomorrow night is our clearing on family, relationships, that kind of energy. So if you are interested in that, make sure you sign up for it. And then Wednesday night is our full moon group clearing that we do every single month. Okay, so if you have questions on any of that, email us, let us know, and we will make sure to answer your questions. Otherwise, have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow, 12:30 Central, my time. Okay? All right, guys, have a great day. See ya.